Hello, welcome back to the course. Before we connecting our application to the MySQL database and performing the database operations, I would like to keep our application simple. So for that, inside the employee controller, I'm going to remove the @value annotations. I have just added these annotations just for the demonstration purpose, and also I'm going to remove this /version REST endpoint. Alright, so now we have added the URI mappings to the handler methods. Similarly, we can also add the URI mapping to the class level. So for the employee controller at the class level, we can add the URI, which is by using the @request mapping annotation, and followed by the URI. I'm going to add /API/v1. Let's import the @request mapping annotation, and now all our REST endpoints will be changed to this URL, which is localhost:8080/API/v1/ the handler methods URI mappings. Let's say employees and /employees/id. So all our REST endpoints are prepended with the /API/v1. So let's save this, and now if I go to the Postman, and instead of modifying all these REST endpoints, what we can do is we can directly go to the environment variables and just click on this pencil icon, and we can modify the current value, which is /API/v1. So now let's go to the read employees. Let's check our application is running or not. Yes, our application is running, and let's go ahead and click on this send. We do get the two records, which is Bhushan and Bharat. Alright, now we have added the URI at the class level, but here is a problem. Tomorrow if I go ahead and create a one more controller, let's say a customer controller or the student controller, and that controller does not contain this URI, which is /API/v1, unless if I specify this explicitly, which means if I want to prepend this /API/v1 to all the controllers, then I have to go ahead and add this URI to all the controllers. So instead of adding it to the every single controller, we can add it in one place by using the property file. So let's see how we can do that. Let me get rid of this from the controller class. Now we do not have this /API/v1 at the class level. What we can do is we can go to the application.properties file. So let's go ahead and remove these two properties. We don't need that, and we're going to specify the base path inside our application.properties, which is server.servlet.context path, and we will specify the base URI, which is /API/v1. So let's save this, and let's save the employee controller as well. And now if I go to the Postman, and when I click on this send, we do get the same response. Okay, so which means now if I go ahead and add a one more controller, which is a customer controller or the student controller, that controller also contains the URI, which is a /API/v1, which means if we create any REST endpoint, that is prepended with the /API/v1. Alright, so now we have seen how we can change the base URI inside the application.properties, and also we have removed the unwanted code in our application. In the next video, we are going to connect our application to the MySQL database using the data JPA. I will see you in the next video.